Lectron Series H, new and improved. Let's see how it works. Hey guys, Rado here with Dirt and Iron. We got this brand new Lectron H series. This is a carburetor that came out from Lectron a few months ago, and we are going to install it today on my KTM 300. And you guys know I've been running Lectron on that KTM for last year since I built it, and I love the bike with that the carburetor is nice and crisp, responsive, starts every time and kind of adjusts itself to the elevation. So I have nothing to complain about the Lectron. But this new one, they are saying that it has a little better power from the bottom, and also that the body of the carburetor is a little bit smaller than the previous one. So you know, there's always a room for improvement. The old Lectron was a great carburetor, and this one is supposed to be even a little bit better than that. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna take the old one out, compare them side to side, see what's the difference in the size, and then install this brand new one and go for a little ride, see how it feels. I probably didn't have to remove seat and tank, but I want to have enough room when I'm working on these things. So here's the old bad boy Lectron, and it's been working great. Really cool carburetor. So let's take this puppy out and see. Alright, so one more thing. I found out that it's probably better to remove the subframe with the airbags, because this is really tight fit, and I was fighting this rubber here, and I guess it's better to just take it off. Yeah, that's enough, so you get more room here. You can take this bad boy out. Alright, so here we go, side to side comparison of these two carburetors. They do look very much the same. I guess there is a slight difference in the size. So we got brand new air filter, tank is installed and carburetor is on. We just need to open the valve, fill it, and see how it runs. Alright, so let's turn that choke on. It's on the other side of the electrons and see how it fires up. Probably a little bit low idle. Alright, so it starts, second kick, you guys saw it, and it actually holds idle. I didn't touch anything on the carburetor. I'm gonna put everything back on. Doors are open, so no worries about me getting poisoned here. And we're gonna put everything on the bike and take you for a spin.
Second gear. Woo! Third gear. Alright, let's try to go through the gears on the low RPM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth gear. First gear. It feels pretty good. It does feel pretty good. there is no hesitation. It has this nice crisp transition. Let's do it again. So let's try to ride this technical uphill where I need to be in a first gear, sometimes in a second, but I always need to be kind of in a low RPM. It's kind of technical climb. So let's see how this bike does from the bottom. Second gear. First. Second. Third. Second. I am not clutching at all. This is first gear. Well, it's holding pretty nice low idle, and that was one of the things that the Lectron did for this new H series, that they say it's easier to adjust the idle and it's a little more consistent. So yeah, definitely there is a improvement in this new carburetor compared to the old one. Or is it a huge difference? I don't think it's that huge. The old one was decent carburetor too. I had it for 54 hours, as I said, and it was doing fine. When I went to like 10,000, I could feel that it's a little bit more rich. It feels better in the lower elevation, but you know, I could maybe adjust it a little bit. I didn't play with it at all. Also, this one right here, I didn't touch it. I was just trying to see, I told them, the Lectron guys, what bike I have, what kind of engine I'm running, and all that kind of stuff, the porting and you know, the size of the engine. So they already set it and ship it to me like that. So it should be plug and play. And this is what you feel, what you hear right now. It's plug and play. I didn't touch anything. Is it better than the old one? Yeah, it feels better. Especially you can feel that from the low RPM, it has a little more snap from the bottom, and it sounds very very crisp and very clean when you go from the low RPM to like a mid-range. And especially with this 300 kit and porting that has been done to the engine, it really complements each other really well. So it feels better. It's not like a huge difference. The old Lectron was decent, but then I know that if I would have a Kane carburetor, and I rode some bike that had Lectron, and then we swapped and we put Kane on 300, not mine but different bike, and the Kane felt a little more punchy, a little more powerful. Now I feel that this new Lectron does feel a little more like that Kane that we put on the other bike. So it feels a little more powerful, a little more punchy. So you know, having a Lectron with a little more power than the old one, and you know, still kind of adjust itself to the elevation, that's not a bad thing, right? They are talking about torque being a little bit better, has better throttle response and a little more power in the bottom, and I think they nailed it. It feels like that. It has a little more power from the bottom. You saw, like, I was in the low RPM in the fifth gear, and I could still pull it. There was like no bogging, nothing like that, and it felt pretty crisp and very clear. The transition from the bottom into the mid. So definitely improvement for the Lectron. Old one also a decent carburetor. So you know, I think you cannot go wrong with Lectron, but definitely H series is the better one. Alright guys, well I think that's about it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have experience with this new H series, or maybe even with the Lectron, that is the old one. And don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.